Fox News' new polling is showing that Biden is officially beating Trump, and Republicans are not having a good time. People all over social media are talking about how Fox News is fake news and how it's not accurate, blah blah blah. They're just having such a hard time coping with the fact that Trump is just not that popular. And I mean, that makes sense when you have a guy who basically did nothing during his presidency aside from try to undermine democracy. You would understand and see how that would not be popular amongst normal people. I mean, I know at least I don't want a dictatorship in this country, and you would think that most normal people wouldn't either, but people who support Trump aren't really normal, are they? But Republicans just cannot fathom Biden beating Trump at anything, so they go to Twitter to just whine and complain about the polling and just call it fake. And actually, it's kind of funny to watch. Take a look at these clips.
What about that Fox News poll, huh? Where they had to step out. They had to show everyone that they're all in Biden. They're on Team Biden. Okay? Paul Ryan, you know, Trump's calling on Murdoch to can his ass. All right? But I mean, I haven't seen any polls. CBS News, Wall Street Journal, you know, these are all Democrats. CNN, all the polls have Trump winning.
In 2020, Fox News led the way, first quote-unquote calling Arizona for Joe Biden. Now, in 2024, Fox News is leading the way with fake polling. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Less than 1 week before the first presidential debate, Fox News is the first network to come out with a poll that shows Joe Biden is somehow beating Donald Trump. This poll is so fake. So how can the American people really believe? And by the way, the American people are very smart. So there's no way they believe that Donald Trump is a threat to democracy. In reality, most Americans agree with Donald Trump and that Joe Biden is the ultimate threat to democracy. So with that in mind, with Joe Biden being the ultimate threat to democracy and Fox News saying democracy is the #1 issue on voters' minds, so that means Donald Trump should be leading in the polls. And if he's not, it's a fake poll. Plain, simple, end of story.
You can see from these clips that these people are just absolutely delusional and have no idea what they're talking about. We've seen them complain on social media all the time, that's nothing new. But what's even funnier is Fox News trying to explain away the fact that Biden is up in their own poll. Just take a look at these clips.
Meanwhile, this new Fox News polling showing President Biden opening a narrow lead over former President Trump. That is within the margin of error, but Biden is up 5 points now since March. Breaking down the vote, we see men breaking for Donald Trump. Meanwhile, white women with college degrees largely going for Joe Biden.
The polls, the nationwide poll, Biden is now leading. How do you explain that?
It's going to go back and forth a lot between now and November. I'm sure that Trump's conviction has made somewhat of a difference for Biden. But remember, we have this debate next week, and that could also change a lot. We could see another flashback to Trump going ahead in the polls himself, depending on how Biden performs. So I think that a bit of turbulence is to be expected. However, Trump is still making significant gains among demographics that really matter, including women, especially Black and Hispanic women, young voters like myself. And he's basically reached the point of support among men that he was at back in 2016, which is another significant tell of which direction this election is heading towards.
Yeah, that debate's going to be really important.
A bit of turbulence is to be expected, they say. That's so funny. So not only are Republicans and Fox News just trying to deny this new poll, Trump is also weighing in, saying that he doesn't think this poll is real either. Trump says, Fox News polls are always the worst for me. They have been from the beginning and always will be. I don't know, Donald, is that just a Fox News problem? Because I seem to remember you saying the same thing about CNN. Let's be real. All you care about is a poll artificially inflating you, saying that you're gonna win by a huge margin. That's the only time you're ever gonna say a poll is good. So as Trump continues to fall in the polls, we can expect more and more angry tweets or truths from Trump talking about how they're all rigged. Now there's one part of this poll that I think we should really highlight because I think it shows just how bad this is for Trump. This poll found that the #1 issue that people were weighing in on was, quote, the future of democracy. Take a look at this clip.
When listing extremely important issues to their vote, registered voters in this survey citing the future of democracy at 68%, the economy at 66%, followed by stability and normalcy, then healthcare and immigration, abortion, and guns.
It's pretty clear that Trump is the opposite of democracy. He wants a complete dictatorship where he is the absolute ruler. So if the future of democracy is what's driving people to the polls, I think Trump's gonna face a little more than just a little turbulence this November. And I think Fox News realizes this as well, which is why in this clip I'm gonna show you, they are accusing preemptively Biden of using performance-enhancing drugs for the upcoming debate. Just take a look at this insanity.
Obviously, what did they say? Biden was jazzed up or whatever for jacked up for the State of the Union.
Greg Murphy's the chairman of the Doctors Caucus in the Republican Party. He said he was jacked up.
Yeah, so I'm assuming they'll probably try to, redo that. But look, if they
And I think this just goes to show you how crazy Republicans and Fox News is. Like, they will stop at nothing to paint Biden as this evil villain when they literally can't look in the mirror and see that maybe it was just their own reflection. Now, I think it's important to realize that Biden is up by only 2% in this poll, and that is within the margin of error. And just because Biden is up right now does not mean that we can just celebrate and sit back and relax. There's still a ton of time until November, and a lot will happen between now and then. And we absolutely do not want another 2016 to happen where we expect Biden to win and then Trump somehow comes out on top. So even if Biden is expected to win by 90%, we all still need to make an effort to go to the polls and really show up and really advocate to our friends and family that, hey, this is very important and you need to get out and vote. So let's just remember to not let our guards down.